Look, I don't know if the Yankees should go all in here. They have what could be the best rotation in baseball right now, and I understand that you want to bulletproof your team as much as possible. What the Dodgers have done in the past couple of years by just amassing pitchers and then deploying them when they're all healthy, I get it. But don't the Yankees have bullpen concerns? Don't the Yankees need a catcher? Don't the Yankees have other ways to go? And Detroit is actually playing better. They have the best record in the American League this month. Are they really going to not take a swing with their good young players that they have? I don't know. They made a big run last year. All the Met fans who keep saying that, the Mets made a big run a couple of years ago, so they can do it again. Well, the Tigers did it last year, so can they do it again too? Skubal would be part of that.
I am so torn on this because I think about the Yankees in the postseason and I think, all right, Tarik Skubal, Garrett Cole, Cam Schlittler, and Max Fried. Yeah. And I'm like, that's basically an unstoppable force if they're all healthy. I mean, you could really paint a path to a World Series right here. Will you have to leverage the farm for it? Yeah, absolutely. This guy is going to come at an incredibly high cost if the Tigers do decide to deal with him. And to Anthony's point, the bottom of that lineup is a liability. I don't know how much you can really rely on a guy, essentially guys staying healthy. Because if the top of the lineup, if guys like Aaron Judge, they get hurt, you got guys like Giancarlo Stanton who injury prone. If any of that happens, you really want to lengthen that lineup. That could be something that they really pursue at the trade deadline, which I think will be important. Again, I really do love great pitching in the playoffs, so I'm not going to say no. Put all your chips on the table, and don't waste Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton's few last possible. You have a window with these guys, and you want to make the most of it. So I know this is a very iffy answer, but maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I think from my perspective, the only way you do it is if you think the Dodgers are going to be the ones to get them. Because I think if we're being honest, the Yankees are the best team in the American League.
Yeah.
They're the best team in the American League when they're not healthy. They're going to be the best team in the American League when they are. Their rotation is a big part of that. It's not a weakness. But if you think the Dodgers are going to get him, and you're going to have to face Yamamoto, Ohtani, Skubal, that becomes an immovable object. As it is, I think, they can match up with them, assuming they add to the bullpen, add to the bottom of the order. So I don't think it's a must, but I do think there's a world in which you do it so that the other guys don't get him. I'm not worried about the Phillies getting him if I'm the Yankees. I'm not worried about the Brewers. The Dodgers are the people I have to think about at the end, and if they have him, I don't know how you get past that.
Yeah, and outside of giving up Lombard, I go all in to get it, meaning like if it takes Dominguez, Spencer Jones, whatever other younger pitchers that they have
there.
Fine, I'd give him, you got to give to get a little bit, although it is just a half year of Skubal because the Tigers screwed that one up. But if I'm the Yankees, I'm trying to load up the best I can to go win a World Series. That pitching would be unstoppable. Who needs a bullpen when you have four guys who can throw complete game shutouts every night with Cole, Fried, or you talk about Schlittler, and obviously Tarik Skubal. So it would be something that I would strongly consider if I'm the Yankees, while also maybe having smaller upgrades, whether it's an arm or two in the bullpen, and maybe getting Jazz out and bringing in a second baseman who, could play some defense.